full virtualization. In full virtualization, of course, you need something like a BIOS, and of course you need some I/O emulated, even if you don't use it all over the time, because there are device drivers where you can pipe it through the machine monitor to a hardware domain. You want to boot unmodified OS, so you need a lot of things. Well, Box, again, did many of this code because of the BIOS, and QEMU did a lot of I/O emulation. So what the exam people thought was, well, let's put the new hardware change, the BIOS of Box, and the I/O emulation of QEMU together, and of course Xen. And basically then you have full virtualization with linear overhead and near native speed. 10 minutes. Probably I will skip that one. You see here's a short overview. It actually scales. So what we have seen today on different types of virtualization techniques is emulation, box, dynamic recompilation, QEMU, kernel porting, API emulation, para-virtualization, and full virtualization. And of course there are always some kind of hybrid techniques. But you see virtualization on the x868 platform. I think it's day 4. I really feel it. There are a lot of products, and there are lots of working products, and most of them are open source. So, what should we do with it? So let's have a look at the future. If everything is evolving in the way it looks, in my opinion, soon a virtualization monitor will become part of a standard bootloader. So maybe it would not be the standard bootloader of Windows, or maybe not the standard bootloader of macOS, but at some stage it will be a standard bootloader, meaning you have always virtualization on board, if you need it or not, but if you want to start a virtual machine, whatever you run on top of it, you will be able to. A little bit more advanced, but not so far in the future. Linux, BSD, and ReactOS. ReactOS, for you don't probably. ReactOS is Windows NT kernel clone, which is progressing quite good. I mean, it's not finished, as most open source products or any other product, but it can run already a couple of applications. And the interesting point in this case, it's of course very easy to port it to run under the Xen hypervisor. And interesting thing, it can run Windows drivers. So what do you want to do with your laptop wireless card? Well, most of the time you choose to run Windows because there is no driver for it under Linux. Yeah, in the upcoming future, there is no need for Windows, Linux, or whatever. If there is a driver in either Windows or in Linux or in FreeBSD, you use it as a hardware domain and put multiple hardware domains, each having a specific piece of hardware under control together, and run it probably a third or fourth operating system where you will be doing your real work. So the NAOS is, in my opinion, just incorporate every operating system you want. It will run under the virtual machine monitor, and you can use the drivers of every operating system, because you have every operating system running on top of your machine. And also in the future, I would say, whenever needed, virtualization will become a key technology in privacy enforcement. I mean, probably everybody of you know about the Sony case. And, imagine a future, a not so far away future, where the digital right management chain is closed, meaning you have a TPM chip which is under control of the BIOS. You boot a certified operating system and you're using certified drivers, and of course this is the precursor to use your certified Blu-ray disc player and to play back your high-definition television or whatever media. You need to have that certified chain of digital right management, and of course your graphic cards will have an HD and a digital output with content protection. So basically you're screwed. Yeah? And there is no easy way to work around it, because either you circumvent the encryption, which is illegal, or you circumvent different other things, which is also illegal, or, well, you could virtualize the whole machine, and at the end you're writing in a virtual frame buffer, and well, in a different operating system which is running beside, you do whatever you want with it, and it's not inflicting some digital right management copyrights. You're not doing some bad breaking of cryptography of right management, and of course the operating system has no idea what is going on, and so has the digital right management. So in the future, probably, hopefully, in the very past future, or hopefully you don't need it, but full virtualization is probably the key technology you can use in a dark future where the digital right management chain is closed and you have no way to escape it except of virtualizing it. So well, I think this was it on my part. For people who are interested in the deeper techniques, I have some references in my slides. You can download the slides, of course, from the wiki. And Yeah, questions? Yeah. Okay.